your grocery list and your other lists? Is there a list you keep of things that you need to do around the house? Is there a list you keep of the people who've wronged you and you will need to get revenge on? What kind of lists do you write?
Another list I like to keep are personal goals. Things, yesterday we talked about personal growth, but I have goals. I have things that I want to accomplish, learn a new language, go back to school, become a better person, help with charities more, clean up trash when I see it, just be an overall great person, and smile more often.
Speak Italian. That's what he's always saying.
Yep.
I want to, before I die, I'm going to speak Italian.
If I could have a conversation with one of my favorite Italian people, Martin Scorsese, in Italian, great film director, just talk about all of his movies, find out why he made The Godfather, what makes his filmmaking tick.
I went to film school, and I know all about Martin Scorsese, and he's related to my dad. They were in-laws for several years. Drew, you can stand up.
I thought I saw a dog. I thought it was a dog at first.
There's crawling humans.
Someone crawled across.
Is this okay?
We're having technical difficulties. If you can find, you do have rabbit ears, and you're catching us through another signal. We apologize, but it looks like our
analog signal.
Right.
We're gonna switch to the analog feed.
But if you are joining us and you are watching us right now, we hope you're enjoying what you've seen so far. It was a great first 5 minutes. I would love to use this for. We have a lot of big projects coming up.
Yeah.
And events. The events. There's a big event.
Kind of say anything.
We're allowed to talk about it.
All of a sudden, I have the urge to just say anything.
Right.
And no one would ever hear it. So we could tell them about what we're really like.
Right. How awful people are. How mean I can be.
War atrocities. We can describe them in detail.
All the dark past I have. Let me just confess this. I have a dark past. A lot of mistakes have been made in my life. I've done a lot of horrible things. I'm not proud of them. The swap shop is my redemption, and I'm doing better at it, I think, day by day. And it looks like we're back. If you're just now joining us, welcome to the William Street
I think it probably
Shop.
kicked in right at the part where I was saying bad things.
Oh. Well, good thing we didn't talk too much about that. So as we were saying, I keep a list of personal goals. Speaking Italian, you said Martin Scorsese, Matt, is related to your father.
He is. They were army buddies in World War II. And then they drank a tonic that lengthened their lives. And the rest you can read about in Wikipedia.
I like to do impressions, and Martin Scorsese is an impression I've done before. If you've seen him in interviews, he's very I don't know. I choose the shot like that. Yeah. That's how Martin Scorsese he decided to choose that shot with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Martin Scorsese is important to me too because I get critiqued for my long eyebrow hairs. It's happened on the chat before, and in real life by people close to me. But Google image search Martin Scorsese. Guy, he has long eyebrow hairs, and he's successful.
Right.
And I wonder if he has the same critiques from his loved ones and fans, and he's just persevered through that.
I'm not going to shave my eyebrow hairs, that's what he said. They grow naturally, that's how I'm going to keep them.
I'm not trimming them.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's not as good as yours, my impression.
It's a great one. I think it's important to be conscious about how you look and what you look like to present yourself, especially if you have a streaming show. But I also think if you are busy like us, doing 6 or 7 different activities and challenges every day, lifting weights, watching what we eat, learning languages, it can be difficult to sometimes miss that stray hair.
Everything seems to be going great now, so I'm excited about that. We've got new items up here, and we should probably talk about them.
I apologize to our audience. They said they are upset they missed the intro. Let me tell you, it was our best intro. The bike video, we replaced it with a new one we're working on. We just wanted to test it just today and missed it, so maybe next
Same
week.
thing, except shirtless this time.
Right. Really good body. We have been working on our summer bods.
And also, we had a limited edition offer where we give everyone $25 if they're watching the first 5 minutes of the show.
Right.
So we apologize that you guys,
It was
because of the glitch.
Amazon gift card. First, you get a
Yeah.
trial, first 3 months trial free for Prime, and you also can order something and get it shipped to you for $25.
And then there's a clock radio also that we bought for each of you.
Yes.
And it was under your chair just for that amount of time. You can check. It might still be under there, but I think we had the people remove it after the trial period. It was a good clock radio. It got AM and FM signals as well as a weather-specific feed.
Those are the best alarms to wake up to. Sometimes I don't wake up to my phone alarm. I forget that I had it on vibrate and I don't hear it. But when I hear that clock radio alarm go off, you know how it sounds. I'm awake.
I had a joke idea about vibration earlier. I was thinking when I was alone in my car, I was thinking a funny ringtone for your phone to set it to would be the sound of a vibration. And then when people say, is your phone on vibrate? Then I say, no, it's my ringtone. I like the sound of vibrations. And there'd be like a real big vibration sound, and then just real quick, just a man screaming for his life.
I'm a big fan of changing phone settings. I go through. People say, Zach, your hands are all, you're the hot man. You got your settings changed up. You're always moving stuff around on your phone. How come you can never be satisfied? And I said, maybe this says something about my life. I'm always moving stuff around in my life, and I love to change the settings on things. Things were not meant to be given to you in generic stock settings. I was not born to just be a generic human. I am changing the settings on my life every day. I change the ringtone, I change the text tone, I change when it should vibrate. I sometimes put it on airplane mode when I'm not in an airplane. Can you believe it? Save the battery, it's a tip.
In the preference settings of life, the one I would never change is when you scroll down and there's Zach Friendship and you can switch it on or off.
That's
My
right.
preference is always
Keep it
slid
on.
to the on position.
It's something not many people have on their phone. It's a great little feature you can download. If you're watching us on the stream right now, I'm giving it away.
Do you guys have preferences? Do you like to change the settings in your life? Give us a call, 413-961-4263. The phones probably don't work. Right now the lights are working, so that's good. But we'll see what if we can get maybe 4 things working today. That'll be
Important thing though is we're joined by a talented crew who are working hard. Their computers are working, they're working hard, and we're all healthy. No one here is choking, and no one here is mad or upset. Everyone's very cool and calm.
Is anyone choking?
No one's sick.
You guys are all okay? Okay.
Good.
Everyone's still alive.
It's important to have your health. I always say, no matter what, because if you have a broke phone, why would you even change the settings? If you have a broke body or something wrong with you, why bother shaving your eyebrow hair?
They say that there are certain people who have like very firm, set sexual orientations, and then there are people who maybe it's a little more fluid. And I think in this today, that's also something to think about.
Right. It's a new term. People say they're fluid. I found this out not too long ago.
I didn't really hear this firsthand. I just heard it from someone who watched a podcast where they say that.
Really?
So it could be wrong.
It means you're not sure, or you just go with the flow. At the swap shop, we're
if
fluid.
you want, to discuss your sexual orientation, call us at 413-961-4263.
We'll talk about anything with you. You don't have to swap items. That's the secret of the show. We call ourselves a swap shop, and we do swap items. We are professionals at swapping and observing items, but we are also your friend, and we will talk with you about anything. No topic is too large or too controversial.
So, I'm curious what is being broadcast or not being broadcast at this point, but I guess we'll just assume it's all happening.
I'm assuming it's all there, and we're on.
It's kind of like if we live in when people wonder if they're living in a simulation or the real, like if life is real or if it's just a simulation for the
Right.
entertainment of like aliens or something. It's sort of where we live right now.
Yeah. Well, if we get
Which
a
I welcome.
caller and someone's watching us and let us know, are we out there with you? Are we touching you? Let us know. Because we put a lot of work and effort into this, and we know that we will have the show to archive and look at later, but it's all about that live magic, television magic. Matt is always coming down the hall yelling. Matt, before he worked here at William Street, he used to work for Jimmy Fallon on his late night talk show. And Matt would come down and yell, "This is not how we did it on Fallon.
Yeah.
You guys are failing me. Fallon is a success. You're a failure."
I said, up in New York, we did it. We did it by the book. Trust me. I came from New York City and I know things, so you guys better get in line or I'll find somebody who can.
I worked for NBC. It's a major network, one of the big four.
I was making 5 figures back then. Okay, so don't tell me I don't know my business.
Well, Matt, thank you for coming and joining us on the streaming show from Changing. I never did thank you publicly for coming down from the Fallon show and working with us.
Yeah.
I know you get emails. I hear you almost every week on the phone with Jimmy, and how much you guys miss each other. And
Did some time on Jimmy, did some time on Ferguson, did some time on the late one with Carson Daly. A lot of time with Carson Daly.
He's the best.
Professionally and personally.
He's up late, and that's when you can put the good stuff on TV, in case you didn't know.
Yeah. So, this is called the William Street Swap Shop. We swap items. People send us things. And here are some of the newest things we've got. Got a Miami Vice cassette. It's like a ghost. It's like a ghastly swapper, Jonas. He called yesterday, and he told us that it doesn't play well, but it's still a good conversation piece. You got Crockett and Tubbs, was their name, or was it
Right,
Cricket and Tibbs?
Cricket and Tibbs.
There's a Tib show, and then there's a Tub show. I think
it was
this
a
is
Cricket.
the Tub.
And this music was composed by Jan Hammer, a very famous German
Composer.
Yes, created a lot of electronic music that people play and dance to. You have this cassette, people will know you're cultured. You have a sense of taste and a sense of history. You liked Miami Vice, the original show, not the movie.
Not
people
the
will
remake.
say,
Yeah.
"Is this the film soundtrack?" And say, "No, that was on CD. This is on cassette." Cassettes didn't come out in the mid 2000s when Miami Vice, the movie, came out.
And they say, "Do you have a cassette player? We could listen to it." And you go, "No, but let's go to Urban Outfitters because I'm sure they probably have a little like mini cassette lunchbox thing you can buy in the little front foyer area, and we'll listen to it there." How many times a week do you go to Urban Outfitters?
I always want to make sure, find out what clothes are in stock, what brands I need to be alert of. I go at least once or twice a day on my lunch break. I live close to one. I walk over to it. I check out. I'm just browsing. They say, "Can we help you with anything, sir?" And I say, "No. I already got all the hot clothes. I'm just browsing."
I just like to go there to smell the clothes. I like to be near the smell of new clothes and just vibrant, young, urban trends.
Right. Hey, I live on the streets. I live in the city. I need to wear what people wear when they're living in the city, urban lifestyle.
Do you ever have to tell somebody get out of your face in the streets?
I never say it like that. I just say, excuse me, I can't, it depends on what they're asking for. I usually try and help them. I welcome you to my face, but most of the time, yeah, if people are trying to start something, I say, "Hey, I don't have any beef with you. Keep moving." And then if they really said something offensive, if I'm with a friend or somebody
Stronger than you.
right, if I know I have someone to have my back, I say, "Keep moving, sucker," or
Yeah.
a really offensive term like that. "Keep moving, joker."
Chump.
Yeah, chump.
Yeah.
That
I'm sorry, I don't think I heard you correctly, chump.
You first
That's what
were
I
a
say.
champ when I saw you at Urban Outfitters, but then now that I'm outside and you're here trying to start a scuffle, you're a chump.
So, make a swap offer for that Miami Vice tape. You'll be glad you did. There's Guardian Angels. who are with us at all times.
That's right. Going back to our items in the swap shop, we have a monkey next to this tape, I believe, a figurine.
I was curious about this because it seems to have a hole for hanging it.
Right.
Is it a? It's okay. So it's got a hole for it's like an ornament hang it, and then it looks like it's holding like a fire extinguisher with its lower claw. Didn't really notice this before. So I guess it's like a firefighter monkey. It holds a fire extinguisher with its lower claw, and you hang it from your Christmas tree.
It's something that I think, people forget about, but yeah, something to put on your tree.
People forget about this.
Yeah. Something.
It looks like
people
soap.
forget it.
I guess it's soap on a rope.
Well, it's something people forget about because they don't remember the time monkeys used to be when they lived before they were put in zoos. They lived in the rainforest and they had to put out forest fires that humans started.
When they were clear cutting the land for
Right.
Cattle.
So this is an artist's representation of the monkey holding a fire hydrant.
There's an awesome movie you may have seen called Backdraft, and what a lot of people don't know about is it's based on the monkeys of the rainforest. And Stephen Baldwin is playing that monkey right there, and that's why you get on your phone, you make us an offer to swap for that monkey holding a fire extinguisher with its lower claw.
Do you think this monkey is haunted? I don't know. It could be. Because they don't exist anymore. Monkeys exist, but monkey firefighters do not exist anymore because they solved the rainforest problem many years ago. To save the rainforest, it was successful.
It worked out.
So they retired their fire hydrants, and now they just live in peace, and they no longer have to use their lug all those fire hydrants around.
Extinguishers around.
Right.
The next one I'm excited about because Zach and I, a long time ago, took a walk before the swap shop happened.
That's
We
right.
took a walk across Brooklyn Bridge, and we just laid out some of our values as people. We shared some fellowship. We walked across this very span of water, and I said, would you consider being my business partner in this new venture one day? It's called the William Street Swap Shop. And Zach said,
Yes, absolutely. But first, let's go get some pizza. I'm hungry.
Yep.
And we went and got a slice
we got
of pie.
a slice just on the other side of the Brooklyn Bridge.
I think that was the first of 2 slices. The next year, we were back in New York around the same time, our annual pilgrimage and for business and stocks. And we were up there, and we got another piece of pizza across another bridge.
Have you walked across bridges, and have you crossed literal bridges in your life? Or perhaps symbolic bridges? If you'd like to talk about that, you can give us a call, 413-961-4263. This looks as though it was painted on velvet. I like the look and the texture of that and the darkness and the mystery involved.
It feels like a superhero, the opening of a superhero film. Feels like no one's out on the road, no cars on the bridge, no one's walking it. Very dangerous, but are you brave enough to go out there? Are you brave enough to put it on your wall? I'm brave enough to put it on my wall. And I'm brave enough to walk across it again. I'll go across it. I'm afraid of heights and water, but I'll go. Actually, no, I do like swimming in water, but I don't like water below me if I'm not in it. Like a diving board, a high diving board, I don't like it. Or jumping off of big rocks. I've done that with you before, Matt, too.
Yeah, we've had some experience submerged in water together. This weekend, jumped in a lake. I wanted to see how cold it was, and I jumped in, and I said, it's really cold, and then I got right back out, and then I was like, but was it really that cold? Or could I tough it out for a few more seconds? So I jumped back in the lake. Look it up, Lake Lanier, just north of the city of Atlanta where we are now.
It's where we get our water supply from.
See if you can Google the water temp. I'm telling you, it was cold. I got right back out a second time. But I learned a little about myself in the process, and it's that I'm willing to step up to challenges that may even be uncomfortable.
Swimming in cold water is great for your health, but it also can be very, very dangerous because you think you have this energy, but once you get in that cold water, you freeze up. and then you breathe heavy, and you might drown. So be careful. That's a tip. We give them a lot in the swap shop, and I'm giving that to everybody. The water is getting warmer, or the weather is getting warmer. The water is staying cold. So if you're trying to go swimming this spring or summer, just remember, try not to stay in it for too long. When you start to get cold, get out. Dry off with a towel.
What color, what kind of towel do you like the best?
Ooh, I love those towels. I think it's a microfiber towel. You put it on, it dries you off real quick. It's almost like you're standing underneath in one of those dryers in a bathroom. You just let that towel dry you off. It takes about 3 minutes for me to dry
Call
off.
from.
Oh,
How much
we have
hair
our
to
first
dry.
caller of the day. Welcome. I forgot we threw a lot of topics out there. What would you like to talk about with us?
I'd like to actually go back to the sexual orientation
Okay,
thing.
Okay.
sure.
Is that okay?
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Whatever you'd like to talk
You guys
about.
are cool with that?
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely. We're always down to talk about anything.
So me and my ex-boyfriend, he's actually in the chat sometimes. I don't know if any of you know him. We've been trying to work things out, you know.
Okay.
You know, he's cool. You know, we've been through a lot. But the first time I went on this show, I fell in love.
Okay.
With Jacques.
Okay. He's in the room right now.
Yeah, and I've been trying to forget about him because like I know he's like completely out of my league, and like my mom, I don't like, you know, my mom wouldn't approve. I don't know if she would. She's never met him, and like I just don't think I can go back.
So
To your boyfriend?
I just, you know, like the whole like once you go chocolate, you never want white chocolate.
Well,
I don't know, but
Jock is a really cool person, so I can see why you would. Once you saw him hosting the show last week on Monday, yeah, breathtaking. His personality, his demeanor, his skill, and let me tell you, not just seeing him on camera, but I'm watching him work right now, and he knows what to do in this studio. He's a professional behind the scenes
He's a
and in
true
front
pro.
of the scenes.
Oh my god.
Jacques, can you get on the mic right now and respond? I don't
So
feel
hot.
right responding for you.
Right.
Maybe just ask her some like if this was in a face-to-face situation. I think you guys don't really know him, so why don't you tell her about your worst qualities, Jacques?
We talked last week. We're on like nickname terms now.
Okay.
He's like Papi Chulo, you know. Anyway, so Jacques, because you know I'm technically proposing pretty soon to you. I just wanted to let you know that sometimes I snore a little bit when I get really tired, and I can make food better than anyone you know, and I will make better hot chocolate than the 2 cups of hot chocolate that are swimming in your eyes. And I would also actually like to check up on the status of the trade. Am I still trading for Jacques?
Yes,
Nice,
it's up
segue,
to
yeah.
Jock to answer that. It's we just help swaps go through. We can help sell your item to Jock. You have a social security card, Jock. They're great. You can use that social security card to fill out a lot of credit cards. If you don't have a great credit score.
I know, like trading people is wrong, right? Technically, but like if I give consent to be traded,
Yeah.
is that
Trade yourself?
I want to trade myself to Jacques
Swap yourself.
for his love.
Not a
Let
bad
me ask
idea.
you this before. Let's just let's take a little side tour. Like, what do you think Jacques is going to? How will he solve what you're lacking in your life right now?
Well, like, all right. So I can't really explain it, but have you ever finished a really good book
Mm-hmm.
and you just get super sad after?
Yeah.
There's not many things that can take that sadness away, but Jacques is one of them.
Okay.
So how do you fulfill yourself after reading that book and you're sad? Do you read another book, or do you go back to Jock.
Well, now all I need to do is come to the swap shop, and I feel better.
Right.
If we gave you one sentence to tell Jacques how you feel without using the letter O, what would you say to him?
All right, give me a minute. Without using the letter O. I like the way, not you, breathe and stuff. Marry me, please. And Vinny Delight is going to be catered at our wedding.
That's right. Well, you tell us how many bottles you need, and we'll send the shipment through. We've got a lot in production.
Oh, wait, I'm going to need about 500,632. Is that okay? Everyone in the swap shop is right.
That's a big deal for Vinny. We got to call him up and say, Vinny, we're going to get a lot of money from this.
Can we three-way this, or no?
Yeah, Vin, we'll have to talk to Vin about that. He's busy on Fast Furious, but when he gets done after racing all the cars all day, he's got a lot of pent-up energy he needs to get rid of.
And do you know the best way to get rid of that?
You know, I'd say have it sitting down and drinking a Vinny Delight, or just having a conversation with your best friend.
You got that right, my friend. Or having a nice piece of pizza.
Right.
Can you name the 5 objects that are in front of you right now, starting with the smallest and working your way up to the largest?
Yeah. I have a tag from my new Adidas sweater that I'm wearing.
Okay.
I have a jade straight shooter that is supposed to be used for tobacco, but I don't use it for that.
Oh, okay.
I have a Nestle Democ fine chocolate with pistachios. It's actually European. I paid $2.50 for like a 2x2 square inch of chocolate. I also have a Tom's long-lasting, no aluminum deodorant. It's natural. Aluminum actually affects your lymph nodes in negative ways. So, fun fact, all of you guys, try to go for all natural deodorants without aluminum. Much better for you and your health and your lymph nodes.
Okay.
And the third item I have is a big, probably, I would say 10-foot by 6-foot brown fuzzy blanket.
Okay. And would you mind smelling the deodorant and telling us what you experience right now?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll wait.
It smells like the best damn gummy worm you'll ever have in your life.
Okay.
I would love to rub those all over my armpits.
Yeah, it's Tom's, actually, Tom's brand, long lasting.
No aluminum. I don't want any aluminum in my body.
No artificial preservatives. Because you know what? They believe what's inside matters.
That's what
just like me.
Exactly.
And that's why I love
that counts.
Well, this has been a good call, and I think we'll regroup with Jacques, see where he stands on this.
I'll be back. Just
so
let
we're
me know
clear, the swap is both your social security card and you.
Yes. And all 5 of the items that I just named off.
And all 5 of the items on your table in front of you.
For Jacques' eternal love?
For Jacques' eternal love or acknowledgement.
I want his hot love and emotion endlessly.
All right. Well, thanks for calling.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you too.
We
love everybody who calls into the swap shop. And we love every person who works on the swap shop. And today, one of our viewers corrected us and said there was, or apologized and said we needed to make a correction. And we love them for bringing this to our attention. And Matt and I, we do not work in the correction department at the swap shop, but we're bringing on a special guest who does.
She does corrections.
Right.
She keeps the ledgers all together, and she's been a very good sport because we just sort of dropped this on her to come and tell us about the correction of the day.
First correction in the swap shop. Let's hope it's not the last, but let's hope we don't make too many mistakes in the future.
It's a new segment we're calling the Correction Corner with Alice. This is a picture of the corner where her office is and where she does her correcting of things. Zach and I both take a knee for this sort of thing. I think she won't be in there. The technology's not there today, but
There I am.
so we want to welcome you to the swap shop.
Thank
Hi,
you.
welcome
Do you
to
feel
the show.
comfortable right now?
Yes, these office chairs are everywhere here, and so it's nice to have them in here as well. So
Great.
it's like I'm out there.
And will you want to tell us about the correction department in the corner that you live in, and what items are in there, and how it makes you feel?
Well, in my personal office, I have some papers on my desk.
Okay.
I have 2 napkins from my lunch, and I didn't actually end up using, which
Do you throw those away, or do you
Save
recycle
them for
or do
another
you
meal?
save them for another meal?
I usually save them if I didn't dirty them during my process of eating.
And describe your perfect napkin usage.
I mean, it might be stereotypical, but I like to start with the corners as you see in movies, and then maybe make my way to the center if there's something there.
If there's any time left
Yes.
for that. Okay.
I usually just wipe across, not without thinking, and then I look at the napkin and I'm eating a sandwich and 5 more bites. I have to keep using that wipe, and it's all dirtied up, and I don't have any napkins left, and I go back to work or wherever I'm at with a messy face.
You guys got napkin opinions out there? We want to hear them. 413-961-4263.
At home, I actually have fabric ones that you wash in the washing
Oh,
machine.
It's
yes.
very responsive.
Yeah.
Usable.
So it makes any dinner feel way classier.
Like like a elegant trip to,
Right.
say, Alfredo's
Right.
or Maggiano's.
Or something with a shea in it.
That's right.
Ooh.
So we brought you here. We have a correction to yesterday's successful swap. This is an embarrassment for us, but we like to make things right. This is from our swapper, Visk. And we didn't want to prep you. We wanted this to be from the heart. Alice is going to read today's correction to you guys.
Is there a camera I should look into so it's like I'm addressing the people?
Yeah.
Okay. Dear Swap Shop, my apologies, but there needs to be a correction with my most recent swap. Bobby actually swapped his Blue Brothers vinyl for my vintage phone cologne and not the Beatles shirt. The shirt is still available, but the cologne is not. But I just don't want Bobby to get confused or potentially angry, so if that could be corrected, I would appreciate it. Thank you. Visk.
That was wonderful.
Thank you.
Alice.
I
Just-
tried to enunciate.
As just to make it more believable, because this is a male viewer,
Oh.
can you read it like as if your voice was that of a male viewer?
Dear Swap Shop, my apologies, but there needs to be a correction with my most recent swap. Bobby actually swapped his Blue Brothers vinyl for my vintage phone cologne and not the Beatles shirt. This shirt is still available, but the cologne is not. I just don't want Bobby to get confused or potentially angry, so if that could be corrected, I would appreciate it. Thank you. Visk.
That was wonderful.
Good. Yeah, he's
Thank
like
you.
he's kind of like a bully, like
Right.
a Brooklyn strongman.
And he's the top swapper on our leaderboard, and I think you depicted him
Wants to
perfectly.
set the
Okay.
record straight. Now, if it's not too much to ask, could you only read the words "shirt" on this time, and then you can do whatever voice you want?
Only read the word shirt
Yeah, read it in your head and just say "shirt"
Shirt
when
when you
"shirt"
get it.
happens.
in any voice.
Yeah.
Shirt. Shirt.
And then just once to the audience, one more shirt, if that's okay.
Shirt.
That was perfect.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you,
think
Alice.
This was extremely successful.
It
We'll
was.
probably do it like almost every week from
Oh.
now on.
Yeah,
if
because
that
we do
works.
make a lot of
Or
mistakes.
whenever we
and
get
we'll
a
correct
correction
them.
email.
Was this really your mistake, though?
We take the blame for everyone's mistakes.
I don't know. I don't know where the mistakes were made. We'll leave it at that.
Yes.
Okay.
And we thank you for your contribution to the show.
Yes.
Anytime.
Thank you, Alice.
Alice, we don't know very well. She just started at the swap shop recently, but she
Right.
seems like a good sport about
Absolutely.
stuff.
And making the corrections with us. And, today we started off the broadcast, not broadcasting, but Alice is here and we've corrected it. So it's like the thing in the movie Men in Black. You forgot about it. Now that we've corrected this.
I think people will talk about. Yeah,
Yes.
I like that.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you very much, Alice.
We'll see you at the break room sometime,
Yeah.
or possibly the coffee machine.
And with that correction, we decided to go back in and spend some more money on our successful swap video. And we remade the successful swap and replaced the Beatles shirt. And it's done right now,
Made
and we
the
apologize.
corrections. Everybody who's waiting, you'll be excited because it's going to happen.
It's corrected. Forgive us, please. Thank you.
You know, now would be a good time for a caller. 413-961-4263.
Alice has left.
Zach.
Call from.
Oh,
There
there
we
we
go.
go. If you have anything you need corrected, Alice has left, though. I
Oh my
apologize.
goodness.
Hello, you're on the William Street Swap Shop. What's your name?
I just got back from Hold the Bun.
Haha.
So,
Hold the Bun. Oh, I remember this person. He's in
Yes,
Sandwich,
it's-
Illinois.
Yeah.
Been a while.
it's been a while, buddy.
How's Sandwich doing today? Is the weather spring there yet? Is everything
Yeah,
blooming?
it's getting there. Nothing's really blooming, but it's a nice 60 comfortable degrees out today.
Okay. Good.
Nothing beats spring and Sandwich, Illinois.
Nothing beats Spring and Sandwich. And who was the video? Who sang that song? I want to thank them for that. And I think was it you, Matt, that put the whole thing kind of get together? Or
Oh, the Sandwich.
It
Yeah.
was all Matt.
Yeah, we we did that live, but I sang the
did.
singing parts, and
Yeah.
Zach and I did some of the talking word
Right.
parts. Yeah.
But yeah, Matt sang it live. True testament to Matt's singing vocal abilities and creative talents.
Well, I just want to thank you, Matt. And I know I called into Zach when he was painting that picture for the guy,
Bitcoin Man.
Bitcoin Man, exactly. Yep.
Many months ago, I
So-
remember that.
Yep, it's been a while, guys. I don't wake up early enough to see the swap shop, but today I did. I got up pretty early, and
Nice.
I'm like, hey,
You have
They're
a late
live.
night job?
Do you work all night? or
Yes,
something?
yes.
Are
Makes
you at a
sense.
hospital or a
The factory
pornography
fire.
store? Sorry.
The factory fire, you know.
Yeah. You work at the factory?
I did until it burned down.
Oh, no.
Now I work over at the Plano Molding. It's called.
Okay. Is that
And, they
molding
make-
like you put on a house or molding like you get on cheese?
No. It's actually it's Plano Molding, like plastics, like tackle boxes, gun cases, stuff like that for fishing, stuff like that.
So do you
Give
think,
it to me straight. We talking high impact plastic or low impact plastic? Because I got it.
High end.
good.
Nice.
So do you think, did a lot of people from the factory that burned down, did they go to work for Plano Molding?
I don't know, but I did hear the guy he's not going to rebuild that factory, and then he changed his mind and said that he's going to rebuild. So it's still a complete. I should go over there and take a picture for you guys because it's pretty bad, and they just let that sucker burn down.
Can you send us the headline that says "Uncertainty surrounds factory future"?
If I could go back and find the newspaper that they posted that article on, I definitely could pull that up and.
do you think
Really,
that
just
sent
any
over.
any Sandwich local news. We'll go ahead and update it again because people
Yeah.
probably want to know what's going on in
Right.
Sandwich.
I actually have a newspaper. I'm on the front page with my picture, so I could send
Oh
you
yeah,
that
we'd love
too.
to see that.
Is the headline
We have
"Local Man Instigates Viral Sensation"?
no. I did show a lot of people that video and they loved it, but it actually says, I'll read you. I got the paper right here. It says, "Local snowman creator gets Facebook time, TV coverage."
Nice.
Nice.
You could pretty much just swap out the Snowman Creator and local swapper gets TV time, Facebook, or gets Facebook time TV coverage.
So your
That-
paper's
this was-
writing about your TV coverage, but not about your swap shop coverage. I find that sort of
Right. A
surprising.
little biased.
Well, this was back in 2010. This paper
Okay.
right here. Yeah.
Send
So,
us that, and we'll. I'd like to just see it if you got a JPEG.
Right. And maybe we'll do
Yeah.
another video for you. It's overdue. I know it was a big
Definitely.
hit, and it will probably help people who are still reeling over the factory fire.
So what's up? I want to know what's up. It kind of irks me that the old swap shop page has gone and made a new.
Yeah, we talked to some research people up at New York, where our research department is based, and they said, out with the old and with the new. People are going to like this new page better.
Right. They said they have their fingers on the pulse of social media.
Well, right on. And I'm sorry, Zach, about your computer.
Oh, that's okay. Thank you.
It looked like a lovely MacBook. It was actually the one that I had, so it brought tears to my eyes.
Yeah. Jock says he can fix it, so we'll see. He's working on it now. I think I walked by his office the other day and saw him hastily gluing things. And
We got a little surprise for Zach. We're taking it back to the Genius Bar. We're going to get it all fixed up for him.
thanks.
Hey,
man.
those guys
Yeah,
at the
thank you.
Genius Bar, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
hope
got
so.
that
Thank
right.
you.
So thanks for the call. We're running out of time, and it's Austin, right? Or is it
No, it's Cody.
Cody. I'm sorry.
Cody and Sandwich.
It's been a little while, but Cody. All right. And send us that pic, and we'll revisit what's going on. And send us tomorrow or today's sandwich headline front page, and maybe we can sort of follow up on what's happening there in the spring.
Sure. What's the email again? Is it William Street Swap Shop at Gmail?
Williams.swap@gmail.com.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much, Zach and Matt, for having me, and
Thank
you
you,
guys have
Cody.
a glorious day.
You
You
do the
too,
same.
man.
Thank you.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I like hearing from
Yeah.
an old viewer.
That's right.
Bye.
Long time no see, but it's great to hear from him.
So we're almost out of time, but we wanted to, we started out this thing from the rough and tumble streets, and we
Right.
wanted to take it back to the streets.
Matt and I both urban fellows. We shop at Urban Outfitters, and what better way than to be outside talking about pallets? And that's what we're doing today.
We got a little.
What's up, y'all? It's Pallet Talk. It's Tuesday. This is Matt, and we're here to tell you about what's going down on the streets.
I just got done lifting all these pallets, moving them in. It's a hard job, and somebody's got to do it. I don't even have any splinters in my hands, just a little bit of dirt. And guess what? I'm not going to wash it off.
Yo, is it easy working with pallets all the time? No. But I'd like to just sit at a cushy desk and just send emails? Sure I would. But I got a passion for pallets, and that's what I'm going to do till I die.
Okay, yeah, no problem. I work on pallets all day. I can do this.
The thing about living in the cities, you got to roll with the punches. And guess what? That's what I do. Do I take crap from anybody? No, I don't do it. I chill on pallets.
So, yeah, as you can see, we love pallets. We love hanging out in alleyways by brick walls. And if you got any cool pics of you guys on pallets or leaning against just scrap wood, we invite you to send them to us. Williams.swap
At
gmail.com.
gmail.com.
We'll intercut it into the next pallet talk.
Right. We have those pallets have been sitting out there for about 3 months now. They're not going anywhere, and that's where we've thought about maybe doing our show live someday. So stay tuned for that. We might do a pallet hour.
Pallet special. Zach, it is a pleasure being your co-host.
Every day, Matt. I love coming into this studio and seeing your bright, sunshine, smiling face. And it makes me know that today's going to be all right, A-okay, and I think the viewers feel the same way.
Well, until tomorrow then, I'd like to invite you to shake my hand and wish everyone what we wish them each day. It's a deal.
It's a deal.